Live from my phone. Let me see here. I'm trying to get the chats up. Hey, there's John. How are you? I see there's 3 people in here. That's pretty cool already. How's the sound coming, John? Is the sound and video okay? Let's see here. I just want to say to everyone who's going to watch this later on, I'm a single guy here in Alaska. I bought a wooded lot in the wilds of Alaska about a year ago, and I'm building my homestead. So if you want to follow my journey on building a homestead, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Hey, Monica Lynn, how are you today? Thanks for letting me know the sound is good. I'm coming to you live from inside my Connex here. I finally got this one all organized and everything. I got the shelves up, as you can see, and everything put away nice and neat. Even got my sectional couch in here, which I'm sitting on a piece of it. Hey, Rob, how are you? Hey, Connie Barnes, how are you tonight? And hey, Kevin, how are you? Wow, we got 7 people in here already. 2 thumbs up. And we're only 2 minutes. I'm not as happy with Starlink as I thought I would be. It keeps dropping the signal every once in a while. Let me go out here. Let's see here. My Starlink receiver is right there. Let me walk over this way a little bit. Yeah, that little black thing is Starlink. And those trees over there are 35 plus feet away from it. And it's pointing kind of like that way. And it's getting interference from these trees, even though it's pointing almost directly straight up. I know that real tall one I need to cut down. And it's going to come down here real soon. But man, look at the colors. Holy cow. The sun's starting to set. Look at these vibrant yellow colors. It's absolutely beautiful. In another week, there won't be any leaves on the trees. I was just texting with buddy Clint Greathouse from CT Mad Mod's YouTube channel, and he works for Accessory Electric, and this is where I got the conduit to put the Starlink on. And I was thinking about maybe getting a second 10-foot piece so I can stick it up 10 feet higher, but then I was thinking, well, if the wind hits it, it's just going to bend it over and stuff. But it came to me, why don't I just use a 2x4, like 10 feet long? I can screw it onto the side of the building, and then I can put the conduit up 10 feet higher. I think that's what I'm going to do. Honey Rollins asking, how much is Starlink? Well, you have to buy the unit there, and then inside the cabin I have the controller and the Wi-Fi link. And I actually got but I don't see it as being any better. And then it is going to be $90 a month for the internet connection, which is just the standard home internet connection. I could attach it, but then I have all these trees really close to it. And I'd have to go up like 30, 40 feet to get above them if I'm on my cabin. So that's why I don't want to attach it to the cabin. And there's a little there's the Starlink app that I use, and it shows what's all interfering, and it's just the very tree tops of all these trees. So like right through here is interference. So if I get it up another 10 feet, that should really help out, I think. Rob saying hi to everyone. John says, hi, honey. I always wanted to say that. And Honey Rollins says, John, most are weirded out by it. That's funny. Oh, big update on the shipping containers. Other than I'm completely done with this one on the inside. Now I'm working on that one over there. But my neighbor, so I got 6 beams, I mean. Set, and his beams are just long enough that I have anywhere from about 4 to 6 inches on each end on top of the containers. So now I'm going to build a roof over this and have some under roof storage this winter. And these are big beams too. Wow. They're at least a foot tall. So I can't wait. And then, yeah, it's pretty cool up there. I was up there, you can see a lot. Wow. Let me jump up there real quick and we can take a look around. So right over there in that clearing, the Iditarod trail goes through. And you can kind of see it right up through there too. Man, look at those colors. Holy cow. So from up here, my garden is gonna go right down in there. Kind of in that little sunny area. Then I'm gonna put the chicken coop and rabbit hutch right back here. Right back here in the woods, and then the pigs are gonna go right down here and amongst these trees. The wood boiler is gonna go right over here, right in this area. At least 1/8 of an inch thick here. And they're probably a foot tall. And probably 8 inches wide here. I think they'll hold a roof. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it is beautiful, Monica. Honey Roland, I'm going to put in a big garden. I know that. I'm not sure exactly how big at the moment, but I want to definitely put in a real big garden so I can have a lot of potatoes and greens and various things like that. Dusty Bottom Boy says, I think the beams will suffice. Yes, I do. And I get to keep them for several years, so that's nice. That'll definitely work out good. Dusty Bottom Boys is saying hi to everyone. Hey, Freedom Redbird, how are you? Okay, well, I hope you start feeling better pretty soon. I understand. Let's see here. Oh, Monica's asking how much the Connexes cost. These two Connexes were used. They're dinged up a little bit, and they cost me $4,200 each. I know in the lower 48 states, you can get them probably these same ones for $2,500. These are just 20-foot Connexes. They're standard height Connexes or shipping containers. I use that word interchangeably. So standard height, 8 feet wide, approximate, 20 feet long, and each one cost me $4,200. No, that does not include delivery. The delivery would have been another, I think, $150 each, but I picked them up myself, which you're going to see in the video I'm uploading right now. Let's see if I can get down here without falling. Ugh. Yeah, Monica, that is expensive, but that's the going rate for 20-foot Connexes up here. The 40-foot ones you can get for approximately the same price. And the reason is most people don't have enough room for a 40-foot Connex. So they're not in as much of a demand. Oh, Freedom Redbird. That's horrible that you got an eye infection. I hope you get it cleared up pretty soon. So, if anyone's looking for a trailer, there's one for sale. That one's going up on the market here pretty soon. It's a 28-foot enclosed dual axle trailer, perfect for several snow machines and stuff like that. I think I'm going to list it for $15K. Then there's my truck and my two other trailers. My two other trailers are going to sit here this winter. Definitely a good spot for them out of the way. And then my big trailer is going to sit over here in the woods all winter. You hardly can see it with all the leaves on the bed. But look at this driveway. Isn't it beautiful with all the leaves laying on the ground? It's definitely getting cold out. It's yeah, there's a good Starlink. It's pointing almost straight up. Hey, Ramblin' Peach, how are you? Hey, Ashley Anderson, good to see you in here. Yeah, John, I know I keep buffering. That's the Starlink. I think I'm going to shut off Wi-Fi. Cell phone plan, so I should not buffer anymore. Hey, love the land every day. How are you? Everyone saying hi to each other. That's pretty cool. So let's see here. I noticed under my cabin was actually colder than outside here, and the humidity under the cabin was at 99%. So I took the one piece of foam board off and put a fan blowing in. The fan's there. Tried to get some moisture out and warm it up underneath there. I hope it's working. Hey, Crystal from Flat Tire Farms here. How are you? And have a good night, Freedom Redbird. Glad you could stop in for a few minutes anyways. So we're going to take a walk down here. My birdhouse from a video a long time ago, I don't think any birds have taken up residency yet. I'm losing money on it. They're not paying any rent. So my garden's going to be right in this area. I think the greenhouse, I'm going to cut down some of these trees right over there and put the greenhouse there, and then the outside garden's going to come over, clear over to the pile, the dirt pile over here, and probably 30 feet wide, 40 feet long or something like that. So a nice size garden. I don't have to use it, but if I don't have it already created, then I can't use it. That's kind of my thinking on it. I think I might try to burn some of this brush pile this weekend. It's supposed to be really nice out. Oh yeah, right here. Right here's those blueberry bushes that I picked from earlier. All these, like these plants are all the blueberries. I think these are cranberries, but I'm not positive on that. I'm pretty positive they're edible though. And I put some stakes around so I knew where the blueberry bushes were. But yeah, I'm thinking about burning this brush pile. Obviously, I'm not going to burn it right here, but I think I want to burn it this weekend. It's a huge brush pile. And right here, right in this area is where, probably right where the brush pile is, I'm going to make the chicken coop and the rabbit hutch. And then I'm back over here at the connexes. Big pile of wood I got from Michael from Not So Remote, Alaska. So I think that's going to be my chicken coop, but I think I might use it for the roof over there, over the, between the two connexes. Yeah, Rob, definitely looks like sun for the next week. Like, the chance of rain every day is less than 10%, so that's a good thing. Oh, honey rolling, dinner's ready. Soup and rolls, sounds good. Well, have a good night, honey. Thank you, love the land every day. I've been thinking about the setup here and trying to figure out what will work best and what flows together the best and stuff like that. So I put a lot of thought into the layout and everything. So I think I'm happy with it. And then all that out by the driveway and everything out there is going to just stay wooded. It'll be nice to park my wheeler under a roof this winter. It sat out all last winter. Oh yeah, my camper is for sale still, if anyone's interested. And I need to clean up this stuff a little bit. If that camper doesn't sell, it might get moved over to right in this area. This tent's coming down here as soon as it starts to snow. And then got my Aaron's professional snowblower. I forget which model number this is. It's a 28-inch clearance. I have fun using it in the wintertime. Blowing snow, it works excellent. But here's the back side of the camper. The only thing that I know does not work with the camper is the awning has multicolored lights, and the remote to change the colors and whether they're blinking or chasing or anything like that, the remote does not work. And I've changed the batteries in it. Just need to get a new remote for it. The lights do work, but the remote does not. So they're just stuck on green at the moment. That's the only thing that I know that's wrong with the camper. That and the little handle right here to pull this up broke off. Other than that, everything works. So if anyone's looking for a North Trail camper, let me know. Okay, Kevin, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll talk later. Yeah, Crystal at Flat Tire Farm, with your driveway, I think you need a snowblower for your tractor. Oh wait, don't you have a snowblower for your tractor? But a walk behind would be nice for around the house and goat pens and stuff like that, that's for sure. Man, this time of the year is just amazing. Beautiful colors. It's comfortable out. Just need a light jacket on. It's nice and sunny. I see there's 16 people in the live. Thanks everyone. I know most of you are probably just listening in the background, so thank you for joining the live. I can't wait to post a video of the roof getting done. And Crystal says, we do have a snowblower for our tractor, which is awesome, but we still need something smaller for walkway paths and such and getting around the tight places. Yeah, that's very true, Crystal. Very true. And thanks, Kevin. He's saying, don't forget the thumbs up, folks. Who can guess what's missing here? There's something not here. I'll give you guys a little while to think about it and put it in the comments. What's missing? And Rob at the Curmudgeon saying, going to try to use the snowblower that came with the side-by-side to make it easier to get around the barn and stuff. Yeah, that should make it easier, especially if it works. I know some of them are pretty good quality. Got a little pond going right here. I need to fill this in a little bit here. Man, look at how beautiful those trees are right now. Okay, see you later, Kevin. I got a lot of rocks in my yard. Who wants to come and help me pick up all these rocks? And the Rambling Pete says a friend had a snowblower still in the crate for sale, but it was Stihl. Do you mean the brand Stihl, like a Stihl chainsaw, or what do you mean by it was Stihl? And John in Alaska says, I'm really enjoying the sun. John, are you at your old place or the new place up on the hill? I think I'm gonna go back in the Connex. Oh, the Rambling Pete says, sorry, stolen. So, if I'm interpreting you correctly, your friend's snowblower that was still in the crate was stolen from your friend, not that your friend has a stolen snowblower. Oh yeah, this is comfortable. Curmudgeon says, right at John in Alaska. Got some stuff done outside today, but had to come in a bit ago to finish editing this video. Going to be one of the longest ones. How long is it going to be, Rob? And John in Alaska says he's at his old place. We'll be going to the new place tomorrow. I'm really pleased how this Connex turned out. Guys, I got everything up on the shelves except for a couple things like my skis and my metal detector, and then obviously the couch, the sectional couch. Oh wow, Rob says his next video is going to be pushing 40 minutes. That's pretty good. Let's see here. If anyone here wants to use my Amazon affiliate link when they're purchasing anything off Amazon, it would be greatly appreciated. It helps to support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything more, but I do get a few pennies from each purchase. And I can see what was purchased, but I can't see who purchased it. So if anyone wants to use my affiliate link, it's in all the descriptions. Plus, I put the link for a lot of the camera gear and stuff like that that I use. Okay, Rob. He's saying his new video is about the stove and the fire issue they had the other day. Well, I'm assuming you got that all figured out, and you definitely have one nice stove in there. So looking forward to seeing the video. Thanks, Crystal. You and Rave need to stop down and see it. Yeah, so this front piece, this front part up here is kitchen stuff and spices and stuff like that. And then everything else is just like keepsakes and clothes and different things like that. Things that I don't need or probably won't use until I get my permanent home built. That's good to hear, Rob, that everything's okay now. And way this one looks, I'm going to do something very similar, but not identical in the other Connex for my garage shop stuff. I already got, like this one just has the shelving down the one side, and you can see there's no shelving in the very back. The other one I got shelves built across the back, and then I'm going to do like a workbench coming out the side about halfway up. So a little bit different setup. Let's see here. Anyone in any YouTubers in Alaska, make sure you use the hashtag Alaska YouTube in all your descriptions. You can set it as a default so when you upload a video, it automatically shows up. And that'll help out all YouTubers in Alaska get recognized. So if anyone searches for that, all of our videos will come up. Let's see here. What else? Anyone got any questions? Yeah, I hope since it's supposed to be nice through this weekend, I'm hoping to get a lot done. There's a lot of stuff I need to still get done outside before I can move back inside and uh, get working on the water flowing to the cabin. I need to definitely, now that I got the steel beams up there, I need to get a roof built on it this winter. So, wink, wink, hint, hint there, Crystal, if Mr. Reeve is free this weekend. But I don't think I'll be building actually this weekend, though. But you guys should definitely stop down and check the place out. And Crystal saying, maybe you answered this already, but are you going to put any lighting in there? We found some really awesome solar lighting. I don't plan on putting any lighting in. I got my phone that has a light on it, and then I got a headlamp light. So if it's at nighttime, dark in here, and I need to get something, then I'm just going to wear that when I come out. And mainly because I would have to run electric all the way from that shed over, and I'd have to bury it. So I don't feel like doing that this year. And John in Alaska says he's stacking wood tomorrow. Is that why you're going up to your new place, is to move that wood pile? And Dusty Bottom Boys, why did you go with the 20-foot Connexes instead of a 40-foot if they are roughly the same price? I don't have the room, or I didn't want to make the room for 40-foot Connexes. That's why. That's the only reason. 20-foot was more practical for me. And that's why most people go with 20-foot. I could have easily went with one 20-foot and one 40-foot, but then I think I'd just have so much extra empty space, it's not really worth it. And John in Alaska says, yep, got to let the wood dry out. I hear you, John. Have I mentioned how beautiful these trees look in the sun? Let's see here. Can't wait to cut down that real tall one. That's a cottonwood, and it is blocking my Starlink some. But most of these yellow ones are birch. And if you can see, like, that one's still green. That one right there is still green. And a couple over here, like there's a couple right there that's green. These are green. Those are poplar. And the cottonwoods are even yellow. That's a cottonwood, and that's a cottonwood. The real tall one up there is cottonwood, and this real tall one is cottonwood also. And that green one and that green one are cottonwood also, or poplar. I hope this tree doesn't die. I did scrape it pretty good with the bulldozer last year when I had the bulldozer. So I'm hoping it doesn't die. It's not looking too good though. Yeah, Crystal, that's an excellent point. Thanks for bringing that up. A 20-foot Connex, you can move around on your own. But a 40-foot is pretty rough trying to get that moved around. You got to have some pretty big equipment. I think I could move an empty 20-foot Connex around, but that would be pushing the limits of my excavator. Yes, Rambling Peach, cottonwood is actually very soft wood. It's some of the softest wood there is. And Rob says, been burning a spruce for the most part up here at John in Alaska. So much of it has been dead for years. I do have birch, but I'm storing that up. I think I have 6 cords of birch in the shed. Wow, that's pretty good. Use the birch in the coldest days of winter time. It puts out the most BTUs. Let's see here. Got 14 people in here still. Well, thank you all. And got 19 thumbs up. That's awesome. 38 minutes into it. Also, I do have an Instagram account and a Facebook page. Both of them are Alaska's Last Frontier Homestead. If you guys so choose to follow those, thank you very much. If you're not, wow, look at that. Whoa, that's beautiful. Rob says, burn birch at nighttime so it lasts the night. And that is 6 cords that are dry. I have another 3 or 4 that is split and drying. That's good. That's great, Rob. I have about half and half. I need more though, John in Alaska says. There. Rob says, we just want to get all the dead spruce down before it rots and falls down. And he also mills it up. Yeah, that's definitely true. There's a ton of dead spruce up at my cabin up in Petersville. That whole area was decimated by the spruce bark beetle probably 5-6 years ago, and every windstorm just knocks down more and more spruce trees. They're all getting punky and soft. That is just beautiful, and I know the phone doesn't do it any justice, unfortunately. I definitely have a huge area this winter to keep cleared from the snow. I think the beast is going to get its workout moving all this snow. Yeah, I definitely think if that trailer doesn't sell soon, I'm going to put it right over here on the other side of my shed. And then I can, as the snow gets too deep, I can just start pushing it over there and letting it pile up where the trailer's sitting. But this year I do have to keep a path open over to the connexes, so. Crystal at Flat Tire Farms says, Bill, do you feel you're more prepared for winter this year than you were last? If so, what do you feel is different? Oh yeah, I definitely feel a lot more prepared this year than last year. I mean, I just got all this cleared out. I have the excavator. I have my Trax snow blower over there, which I did not have at the start of the winter last year. I actually got the excavator and the Trax snow blower end of January, beginning of February of this year. And I got a cabin. Last year at this time, I did not have a cabin. I got septic, I got electric, I got 2 trucks now. I guess I had the trucks and the septic and electric last year at this time, but Yeah, I just definitely feel a lot more prepared, and hopefully in a couple more weeks I'll have running water to the cabin. Connie Lips says, good evening. I'm looking forward to seeing the beast in action this winter and hearing you take on how your take on how your property, it just moved on me, your property feels this winter with all the work you've just done. Well, thank you, Connie, and I know I'll definitely be making videos of everything. And Crystal says, hey, Connie. John says, I need to get my new property surveyed so I don't cut down the wrong trees. Definitely, John. Or you could even, you don't have to necessarily get it surveyed if you have like the Onyx Hunt app or another app that's similar to that, because it shows the property lines and you can get within a couple feet of the actual property line in the corners. So you can use that as a good judgment and then just stay a couple feet away from where it says and you'll be good to go. Yeah, Connie Lip, I've done a good bit this year. Like the bank over there, well, that's a corner marker between that property, this property, and my property line. And all that dirt hill right there used to come out this way about 30 feet. So I removed all that dirt. 30 feet of it was all through there, all back there, and now it's all up in that hill and pushed down that way. And since we're going to have a lot of nice days, hopefully I can get a lot of it pushed down also. So maybe a lot of this hill will go bye-byes. And Crystal says, John, let me know if you need the name of a good surveyor in Willow. And John says, good to know. I think John was replying to me on that one about the Onyx Hunt app. Wow, that's a huge amount of dirt to get moved. Are you going up to your other property before winter kicks in? I definitely have been trying to get up there. And the reason I want to get up there is my friend who owns the Forks Roadhouse, they have a bunch of old batteries, like 30 or 40 old batteries, which are exactly the same batteries I have in my solar project up at the cabin. And he said I could go through them. Most of them are bad batteries, but he thinks there's probably a few in there that's still good. And he said I could go through them and take whatever I want for free. So I want to get up there before winter kicks in to get possibly a few more batteries. I have 10 batteries right now in my system, and I would love to be able to add a couple more to it. John in Alaska, I have one. He did my main cabin property, and I guess you're talking about a surveyor, huh? Connie Lip says, wow, free is a great price. Yes, it is. And these batteries aren't the best batteries. They're used, they're old. But for a weekend getaway and to add a couple more batteries to my system, they're more than good enough. I need to pick up some of these stones sometime. There's a lot of big stones in this area. Get them picked up before the snowblower decides to pick them up. Like this one right here. I did a horrible job on throwing that. And this stone right here. Let's see here. I haven't totally rolled out getting solar here, but in the wintertime it won't do much good because the sun only comes up to about that high in the trees. So in the wintertime, won't be doing much good, but in the summertime, it'll kick butt, that's for sure. I guess you can't see that from the shadow there. Yeah. I think maybe put solar panels on the top of my house, because the house is going to be, the roof is going to be up there. So I might do something like that in the future. But that's years down the road. I need to get rid of this dirt pile. Get this place cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, so I'm thinking my garden will be basically what's in view right here. And over in the trees there. Cut down some of those trees and put in the greenhouse right over in there. Because that way's north. And this way, back this way, is south. And you can see there's a lot of trees. I might thin out some of these trees, but I want to leave most of them. So I'm going to have to take that big poplar down. I may or may not take that birch down. I might make the edge of the garden right through here, which probably would be a good idea because my septic is right here, my drainage field. So between that one and that pipe is my drainage field, so I might do the garden area kind of like right there. That'll be a pretty big garden area. I think you can see how this slopes down all through here. So I want to move all this dirt into this area and level it out. And I don't know how well you can tell, but right down there, it really drops down. So I can push it down over there also and fill in that corner a little bit. Let's walk over here. My neighbor who is letting me use these beams, he has a little 110 welder that he's going to bring over, and we're going to tack weld the ends of all the beams, so if we get a bad earthquake, the beams don't slide off the connexes and fall down there. Got to try to do things the safe way. Even though safety's third, still got to do it. Connie Lip says, wouldn't it be great if some of those rocks were full of gold? It would be. Rambling Peach, did you do your own solar setup? Yes, I did at the cabin. I got lucky and I bought most of the stuff. It was all used, but it was taken from a setup. Here in Alaska, they have these little, basically huts that look like little porta-johns that are out in the middle of nowhere. And inside of them has like seismic instruments. And to get electric to run the seismic instruments, they have like a solar panel and a wind turbine and a couple batteries. So a friend of a friend works at a company that got the contract to refurbish all those, to put in all new panels, batteries, like all new hardware. So his company was getting rid of them. So he clued me in, and I was able to get all my solar panels, the first set of like 8 batteries or 9 batteries, the charge controller, stuff like that. So I had a pretty good start, and I only had to supplement it with a couple items. John in Alaska can't use the beast to go back and forth to push rocks deeper. I will be doing that. It does smooth it out a lot, but it doesn't do as good of a job as I thought it would, just because with tracks, the footprint is so large, it disperses the weight. So tires do a really good job. So I might be driving back and forth with my truck. Just drive back and forth over it. Hey, All-American Prepper, how are you? Thanks for joining. Is this your first time in one of my lives? And do you know anything about my channel? And let's see here. My channel, yes, this is your first time in my live. Well, I'll go over what my channel is. I'm a single guy. I bought this property in October of 2021. And I moved onto it last June of 2022. And I'm building a homestead here in Alaska. And I'm trying to do as much of it by myself, and trying to be a little bit on the prepper side. I believe in being prepared, especially the way the world is going nowadays. You never know when something's going to happen, and grocery stores are going to have to shut down or will be empty, stuff like that. So I definitely believe in the being prepared. And then so I'm looking to do a garden down there. I want to get some livestock over in this area. I'm gonna be putting in a big root cellar under my permanent build. My permanent build is going to be right here, and I'm going to try to do as much of it myself as possible. And also, I have a remote cabin about an hour and a half north of here that I go to once in a while for recreational purposes, four-wheeling, snowmobiling in the wintertime. I normally go hunting. I didn't get to go last year or this year, just too busy around the homestead here. So I hope you like my stuff and decide to subscribe. Thanks. And everyone's saying hi to each other and posting, Rob's posting links to a lot of the channels. So thank you, Rob. Definitely check out all these other channels. Wow, I just can't believe how beautiful it is here. And as a reminder, I do have an Amazon affiliate link in my description. And hey, thank you, All-American Prepper, just subbed. I hope you enjoy my content. And as I was saying, I do have an Amazon affiliate link if you want to help support the channel. I do get a few pennies from each thing you purchase using my link. You can just click on the link and then go and purchase anything you want. I do see what people purchase, but I don't see who purchased them. So it is anonymous, and it doesn't cost you anything more than what the price is on Amazon, but I do get a couple pennies from it if you use my link. And that's a good way to help support this channel. It does get a little bit expensive buying camera gear and batteries and different things like that. And Rob says at Flat Tire Farm, hoping I can get it finished soon. Laugh out loud. My backside is starting to hurt from sitting at the desk. And Flat Tire Farm says, Rob, haha, I get it. Editing is definitely a pain in the butt. It is. Well, earlier this was all lit up, and now it's all shadowed already. In the hour that I've been on here, the sun's really gone down. The sun was up in here somewhere. Let's see if I can get back down here without killing myself. I think I see a path right here. Ugh, I made it. Okay, I got a question for all 22 people that's in the live right now. What projects would you like to see from me in this winter and next summer? Let me know what projects you'd like to see, or what adventures you'd like to see me go on, or whatever. What kind of videos would you like to see from me? Oh, Josh Compton, thank you so much. $20. You know, you win the special prize as the first one to do a super chat for me. Thank you so much. I'm speechless. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see here. Robert the Curmudgeon says, Flat Tire Farms. I am normally fast with my videos, but I film 2 hours straight of working on stuff, and sorting it out is no fun. But it's edited out, so just need to do the voiceover. And John in Alaska says he wants to see some cooking videos. I'll throw some cooking in, but it's minimal. I'm by no means a chef or anything, and I've been a bachelor too long like you, John. I cook to put food in my stomach and not to make it look real pretty and taste good and all that type of stuff. So I cook rather basic food. And Flat Tire Farms, Homesteading, Alaska says, it's so great. It's not supposed to rain for at least a week. I can't believe it. That's for sure. And Flat Tire Farm says they want to see some chicken videos. Well, I'm prepared now to get chickens in the springtime. So definitely gonna have some chickens. And Flat Tire Farm says, snow machining. That's what we call snowmobiling up here in Alaska, is snow machining. And she says, snow machine with chickens. Well, I don't think I'm gonna snow machine with chickens unless you mean a person that is scared. And Curmudgeon says, laughing out loud, John in Alaska, watch alone for or me for cooking. Like Bill said, he has been a single guy too long. That's true. Yeah, Alone and Rob do good cooking videos. And I might do some eventually, but right now all I have is my gas grill, and I don't have any running water in the cabin or anything, so it's hard to really cook anything other than grilling steaks and stuff like that. The Rambling Peach, show your other cabin and you have fun for a change. Yes, I definitely have a lot of, actually my channel started as the Last Frontier cabin, and it was just my adventures up at the cabin. So if you want to jump back and watch some of them, if you actually go to my channel, click on all the videos, and you can sort it by most watched. The very first one is an introduction to an Alaskan cabin, and all that video was actually taken before I even considered having a channel. I just always liked recording stuff, so I took a bunch of video of building the cabin and a bunch of pictures of it and put a video together of it. Joseph Compton says, beautiful area, never been to Alaska. What part of the world do you live in, Joseph? And Alaska is very beautiful. And I don't know if you follow the what is it called? Rambling with the Brahms YouTube channel. They're they put together an Alaskan cruise for 2025, summer of 2025. And if you go through their channel to book the cruise, you get it at I think a slightly discounted rate, and you can make payments between now and like a week before the cruise sets sail. It has to be paid off. Southeast Kansas. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh. And Crystal at Flat Tire Farm says, hey Joseph, we have plenty of room up here for you, friend. That's for sure. Alaska has a lot of room. And John in Alaska says, I've been single for a long time, longer than Bill. And his cooking is minimal also. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, whichever moderator took care of that one comment that was held for review. Thank you very much. And Dusty Bottom Boys, I'm a single guy too, but I just made 4 loaves of homemade bread tonight. Ooh, that sounds good. I have a bread machine that I make bread in once in a while, but until I get the cabin more set up, the bread machine's over here in the Connex. Flat Tire Farm, you're just looking for cheap help, ha ha ha, says John in Alaska. Connie Lip, Dusty, I'd love to learn how to make my own bread. Hey, Kathy Acevedo, is that how you say your last name, Acevedo? Thanks for joining. First time here. Oh, Eastern Pennsylvania. What part of Pennsylvania, if you don't mind me asking? I was actually raised in Western PA, near Newcastle, Pennsylvania area. So about an hour north of Pittsburgh, I was raised. And I lived over in New Jersey, over in the Mount Laurel area of New Jersey for like 8-9 years. And All American Prepper, I'm surprised you do not hunt a lot. I do hunt, just this year and last year I just I was too busy. I didn't get out. I had too much to get done before winter set in. So I'm hoping to pick up hunting again next year, and also do a lot of fishing next summer, hopefully. Okay, Kathy, thanks. New Bethlehem. That's outside of Philadelphia. I know. I would have to look it up on a map to see exactly where New Bethlehem is. I know of it. Flat Tire Farm says it's 50 degrees right now in Willow, and it's 6 p.m. Yes, it's amazing. Oh, Dusty Bottom Boys, he'll be putting out a video pretty soon for honey wheat bread. Yeah, as Rob says at the curmudgeon at All American Prepper, hunting season is very short. It's usually about a month. And there's an airplane right up in here. Where is it? Oh, it's over. It's in the tree. Let me go back. Yeah, very short. It's moose season is about a month, and other seasons like caribou and stuff like that could be as short as a few days. In my section, it only lasts 20 days. I normally have a moose all over. September 1 hits and they all vanish like whitetail down in lower 48. Yeah. Connie Lip says, looking forward to the video. He says, Billy Joel made the song Allentown, which is in the area that I live in. Yes. Yes, Billy Joel did. I know that song. Dusty U Rock says, Crystal from Flat Tire Farms. And Rambling Peach says, I watch videos of fishing in Alaska. It looks like fun. Yeah, I can't wait. I want to actually go dip netting for Copper River Reds this next year. And Kathy says, Bethlehem Steel was a major steel mill in the glory days. It definitely was. And unfortunately, most of the steel mills left Pennsylvania. There are still a couple left, I think, but few and far between nowadays. Got my lucky hat on. That's my logo right there. Yes, we definitely do need steel mills back in the country. And Crystal says, we're finally going to get our boat wet in the Kenai River next year during dip netting season. So excited. It's been 3 years since we've been doing that. And Joseph says, I'm catching up on your videos, enjoying. I saw you on someone else's live link, MT Homestead or Gillum Farms. Yes, actually Johnny from Gillum Farms and I are somewhat good friends. I met him at the Mid-America YouTube meetup that MT Homestead put on, and we've become pretty good friends. So I try to get on all their lives, even though I missed it today. I was helping out a neighbor today. So, well, thank you very much for coming over and checking out my stuff. And Kathy says, nice hat. Thank you very much, Kathy. And Dusty Bottom Boys, thanks, Connie and Flat Tire. I'll post a picture in the community for a teaser. Awesome. Wow, I can't believe I still have 20 people in here. That's amazing. Thank you, everyone. And I hope all the people that are just hanging in the backgrounds enjoying themselves also. Connie Lip is asking, what projects do you want to focus on next? Well, let me turn the camera around real quick. I need to get that Connex situated with shelving in it. That's actually going to be, I'm working on that right now. I got the beams up there, so I need to get a roof put on that. And then after that, oh, I need to get a door put on this shed right here and my diesel heater put in it, installed in it. Under this piece of plywood right there is my backup generator. I want to put a little build a little stand for it to sit on and a roof and stuff like that. And then I need to get inside and get the water flowing to my cabin. I have a well. It's actually right there. We can take a walk over that way. I got a well and I got the water lines in, but the water line comes up out of the ground into the shed, and then it goes back down into the ground over to the cabin. And the reason I did that is that's going to be where it comes up out of the ground in my permanent build. So I didn't want to have to dig down, splice into it and that type of stuff. So I just ran the line up out of the ground and then back down into the ground and over to the cabin. So right there's my well. My well is the tip of the well, which is the tip of the sand point, is about 46 feet down. We hit water at about 42 feet, and the well filled up, so the static water pressure in the well is at 26 feet down. And I need to clean up some of that stuff that I have sitting over there, so don't look over there. And I need to get all this logs and all this gravel and stuff cleaned up. So that's the projects that I have going next. And then once I get water flowing, then I can get my kitchen installed. I got my shower basically installed, but I don't have any of the lines or anything running to it because I got to get the rest of the utility closet created so I can do the lines up against the wall and that type of stuff. John's asking, what do you have to do to go live? You should be able to go live, John. That little plus that you click on to upload a video, you should have an option that says go live. And you can click on that and you'll be able to go live and talk to people live and see the chat in the bottom of their phone. And Crystal says, I'll have to scoot over to your channel, Dusty. So, Rob says, not much, John in Alaska. Get in touch and I can help you go through going live. John says, thanks, Rob. And Connie Lip says, does the well freeze up in the wintertime? No, it does not. The water line connected into the well is 10 feet down. And it has 2-inch foam board on it, and that can freeze in the wintertime, but the water in the well actually won't freeze because it's 26 feet down. So it's deep enough that it's a constant temperature down that low. Oh, All-American Prepper. Out of almost 100% off-grid in Florida. That's pretty cool. I do watch Drifting Dreamers 5 they moved from Florida to Arkansas because Florida, you can't permanently live in a camper kind of like that, and that's what they wanted to do. So they moved out of Florida and went to Arkansas so they could. Crumudge says, nice, All-American Prepper. What part? He left Southwest Florida to move to Alaska. Hey, Crystal Castillo. Thanks for joining. Is this your first time in one of my lives? Let me know. And if it is, I hope you enjoy yourself here. Flat Tire Farm says, John, I would definitely watch it if you went live. An All-American Prepper, Central Florida. Rob says, very nice. Good places up that way to go off-grid. I was off-grid on my sailboat for years. Yeah, kind of hard to be connected into shore power when you're set sail. And that kind of a joke there, buddy. John in Alaska, Flat Tire Farms. I don't know. I would be awful nervous. Just do it, John. Just do it. It's no different. It's actually easier to do a live than to record and then upload. And Dusty Bottom Boy says, I'll watch too, John. And I think Crystal has a crush on you, John. She says, but you're so cute, John. She'll come and hold your hand. John, do you have a girlfriend by any chance? I think Crystal's putting out some hints there. Even though she is married already. So, I don't think Mr. Reeve would like that. So there's the sun peeking through the trees. John says, laugh out loud. I'm blushing. I do need to cut down a few of these trees right here. This one leaning over is gonna get cut down eventually, but I need to cut down a few of these trees because My front door is gonna be like right here going in, and this is gonna be the entrance over to where the shed is sitting. So the front door is gonna be here, the outside wall is right through here. So I need to take out a lot of this gravel, or a lot of this dirt right here, and these like 4 trees or so. So you can have a couple vehicles parked right here, and you can come in the driveway and just circle right up around. If one vehicle is already parked here, you can circle right up around and park another vehicle. So I need to remove some of that. I think I'm gonna probably go right through here and take this out. But that's gonna be next summer. That's gonna be a next summer project. Oh yeah, since it's supposed to be so nice out for the next week, I'm hoping to get a lot of this dirt pile moved and pushed down over there. So that's high on the list of things to do. I'm just tired of having it sitting here. I want to get rid of it. And then I want to basically from about here over remove all this down to the gravel, like what I have done here. Remove all this down and then over to behind the connexes. So this big rectangle under the dirt pile will get all moved out. These things all are going to get moved over to in between the connexes also. Oh, someone was saying about running the excavator to pack down the gravel. You can see where the excavator went right through here. So it does a good job, but not as good as a truck will do. Because per square inch on the tires is a lot higher pounds per square inch than on the excavator. Oh yeah, I want to cut this down to right about there, so it's not sticking in front of my window. And I got my electric going through the window, my Starlink, and then this is coming back out, and normally it goes over and feeds my freezer that's on the porch. My freezer that's right there. But I have that unplugged, and I have a fan blowing in under the crawl space to warm it up and try to dry it out a little bit. Right there's the fan, and I have a sensor way back over there, and the sensor was showing 99% humidity under my cabin and only 50 degrees, and it was 55 outside and 77% humidity. Dusty Bottom Boys is asking, do I have plans for my house yet? I have a rough sketch of them, and I have plans in my head, but I don't have official blueprints yet. That's one of the things I'm gonna work on getting done this winter, is official blueprints. And All American Prepper says it's unbelievable how much connexes have gone up in price. I just purchased 12 more and they had doubled. Yeah. And Rob says, dang, that is nuts. Definitely. And you can see here basically how I did this. This is one of the 2 beams that the cabin sits on. So I got the 2-inch foam board on the outside that goes down there, and then there's an air gap, and then I put a 2-inch foam board on both ends of the air gap just to keep wind from blowing through there. And then I put a little piece there and stuff, and then I got this bubble wrap Reflectix on the inside, and I piled up gravel on the bottom of it. It actually goes down in about 3-4 inches, then over a few inches. So I piled up gravel there, and then I got it all the way around. My drainage pipe and my water line is over there in that corner. And then I got 2-inch foam board on the bottom side of the floor joist also. So I'm hoping this lowers the humidity in there. I don't want to open it up next spring and see mushrooms growing in there and mold and stuff like that. And I got my 300-gallon tank all filled up. I was happily surprised that I had only used about half of it last year. I thought I had used virtually all of it. But when the guy came, it only took 142 gallons or something like that. So I'm really happy about that. So I got 300 gallons, and unless it's a extreme situation, and I mean extreme for Willow, I should have roughly 2 years worth sitting there. Rob saying, Bill, did you put plastic down on the dirt? That will help keep the moisture away. No, I did not. I do, I want to see how the humidity goes for the next, this winter, and then also next summer. Hopefully next summer it's a dry summer and it can dry out in there. And this gravel, it's just gravel whole way down. When we drilled the well down to 40 some feet, all we hit was gravel the whole way down, so everything drains extremely well. So I want to see how it does like this summer, like over the winter time and this coming summer. And if I need to put down gravel next summer, then I'll put down plastic, then I'll put it down next summer. But part of it is I still need to climb in under there a couple more times, and probably put some kind of heater in. I got some heat trace that I plan on just laying on the ground in there, and or I might cut a hole in the floor and put a fan, kind of like you've talked about, Rob, and push some. So either way, I need to get in there, and if I had plastic down, I'd probably put holes in it and stuff like that. So wait till next summer. Let's see here. Game Ados. Unfortunately, I don't finish, but thank you for joining the live, and I hope you can understand what I'm saying, and I hope you enjoy my videos. And JD from South Carolina, how are you tonight? And Dusty Bottom Boys, I do home plans. If you're interested, let me know, Bill. Hey, could you send me an email? My email is lastfrontiercabin@gmail.com. So send me an email and I'll reply back to you. Because I'm definitely looking at getting house plans done up this winter. And you can see my Starlink right there. It's almost flat, pointing straight up, but yet somehow these trees interfere with it. I don't understand that one bit. Let's see here. Well, the sun's really coming through the trees. Can't wait to get all this stuff moved over to the connexes and get this place cleaned up a little bit. Right here's where my power and my internet come through over to the cabin. I've ran it through these pipes, so in case someone accidentally steps on it or anything like that, they'll step on the pipe and not the actual wire. And also in the winter time, this is coming out of here, so if I'm snow blowing or something in this area, it'll hit the pipe before it hits the actual wires. I think this trash pile right here is gonna end up staying this winter, but it's just scrap wood and stuff like that. I'll probably put all these pipe fittings and stuff over under the one Connex or in between them, something like that. And that's not mine anymore. I sold it to Adam at Alaska Cut the Cord. So Adam, if you're listening, I still have your corrugated snow machine trailer. Those 3 barrels are food grade barrels that I picked up that I'm going to be putting chicken feed and rabbit feed in. And then I got some foam board left over right here and a little bit of metal from when they did the roof. So that's all going to be going over to the Connex's area also. But I'm so excited. Once I get my house built, this is going to be the view out the living room right here. Can't wait. Sit there in the living room and this is what I'll see. All-American Prepper, it's just something I've always wanted to build. I've always wanted a house like I'm going to be building. Nice big garage shop. So it's just a lifelong dream, so I want to do it. And then 10, 15 years down the road, I can sell it and basically retire with the money. That's why. I mean, I have no problems living in a cabin like that. It's just me, but it's a lifelong dream, and so I just want to do it. That's why. And I'm thinking about, or not thinking about, I'm going to do a root cellar right here. Like this is going to be the house side. And I'm going to do a root cellar right in this area. So the steps will be like beside the utility closet in the garage shop area, come down into the root cellar, and the root cellar will be right here. It's going to be like a nice size root cellar, probably be roughly a like secondary bedroom size. And I figure if I'm going to put a root cellar in, it only costs pennies to go a little bit bigger than like a 6x6. It only costs pennies more to do like a 10x10. So I might as well do one that's big enough to store several years supply of food and stuff. I'm half tempted to sell that snow machine trailer also. It's a really good trailer. I just never use it. But I have the gut feeling as soon as I sell it, then I'll have a dozen times I need it. There's a full-size spare tire, and it's a radial tire, basically made for small cars. Brand new jack stand. The Polaris branded snow shield. Traction grips for wheeler or snow machine. And then I got the track bolted down for traction to get the snow machine up on it. And then I also have 2 sets of these bolts for a traction ladder that you can lay down when it's super icy out. And you can't get the snow machine up onto the trailer. You can put down the traction ladder and you can basically walk the snow machine up onto the trailer then. Oh, I backed my excavator into my truck here and dented it right here. Can you see that? Yeah, there you can see the dent right here. I was grading all this gravel backing up, and next thing I knew, I felt a bump, and I was like, oh crap, I hit my truck. Yeah, you can see it right there. But oh well, it's a work truck. My F350 XLT Super Duty with Banks power system, the 7.3 motor. Rob says all American prepper because he is a glutton like us. We have 2 cabins and a good sized house and a bunch of outbuildings. That is true. And Kathy, I go live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central time. So depending on where you are, I think you said Pennsylvania, so it's 9 p.m. Eastern time I go live. And right there's a plane. And within about a mile and a half of where I'm at, there's, I think, 3 private airstrips. So I hope that answers your question, Kathy. Flat Tire Farm says, Rob, right, because we wouldn't be Alaskans if we didn't bite off more than we could chew every day of our lives. Haha. And Rob says, that's right, Flat Tire Farms. And thank you, Crystal. Crystal says, Kathy, Bill goes live every Thursday and 9 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Alaska Standard Time. And that Alaska Standard Time is 1 hour behind California time. And I think it's 2 hours before Hawaii time, if I'm not mistaken. And Kathy says, great, I will try to get back next week. Nice to meet you. Time to go to bed. Good night, everyone. Well, thank you very much, Kathy, for joining. It was definitely an honor of having you in my live, so thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good night, Kathy. Connie Lip says, good night, Kathy. I think I'm going to go in here and sit down for a couple seconds. I'm just so happy. I put down a lot of, this is leftover drainage rock, so I built a nice little ramp going up to my Connex. I left it down, what is that, probably 5 inches from the bottom of the door. So now I can take the snow blower and I can just take it straight up, right up to the edge of the door and snow blow all the snow away. And I'm so happy. Got this all organized. Before I built these shelves, I barely could even walk inside here. John in Alaska says, I definitely bit off more than I can chew, I think. Haha. Well, everyone, I just got the notice that my phone is at 15% battery life, so I think I'm going to end this live before my phone goes dead on me. So thanks, everyone, for joining. John in Alaska, Connie Lip, Crystal from Flat Tire Farms, Kathy, Rob from Curmudgeon, AK, All American Prepper, thank you for joining tonight. Thank you for subbing. Dusty Bottom Boys, thank you. JD from South Carolina, thank you. Game Ados, I think that's how I'm saying it correctly. Thank you for joining. Who else was in here? Crystal Castillo, thank you for joining if you're still here. Connie Lip. Joseph Compton, thank you for joining. The Rambling Peach, thank you for joining. And all the other people, it just showed 23, now it's showing 18, so thank you all for joining. And look forward to seeing you guys next week. And I have a video that's going to go live that I uploaded today. It's going to go live on, I think I'm going to set it to go live Sunday morning. So look for it Sunday morning on YouTube. So thank you all. Have a good night.